Happy the man who finds wisdom, the man who gains understanding. For her profit is better than profit in silver, and better than gold is her revenue. Proverbs 3:13-14. My name is Ian Fenwick. I was born on November 26, 1991, in New Jersey. I was homeschooled from the very first day of my education. From as early as I can remember, I had a passion for science and creative things, and from then on, most of the highlights of my life consisted of exploring some new thing. However, the most important things in life I could never learn from a science book were taught to me by my parents, friends, and faith. Apply your heart to instruction, and your ears to words of knowledge. Proverbs chapter 23, verse 12. My parents always supported me when I wanted to explore our universe. As I grew up, my father was always paying me to help him work on things around the house. I didn't realize it at the time, but as I was working to save up for a video game or book, I gained useful troubleshooting skills and an understanding of how things worked. I learned about mechanics from working on cars. I found out how houses are heated and cooled, and how computers, televisions, radios, and a whole lot of other stuff work. Hear, O children, a father's instruction. Be attentive, that you may gain understanding. Proverbs 4:1. The time my parents spent with me showed me how to live a righteous life in the Christian faith, and it kept me grounded from bad habits. My maturity, whether I accepted it or not, became ingrained in me from an early age. These things that happened in my upbringing, I would have to say, shaped me as a person greater than any other influence. I feel blessed to have had such a well-rounded and diverse childhood. I am the friend of all who fear you, of all who keep your precepts. Psalm 119, verse 63. Walk with wise men, and you will become wise, but the companion of fools will fare badly. Proverbs chapter 13, verse 20. As a homeschooler, I knew a lot of other homeschooled kids. Learning groups such as co-ops, like the cooperative Christian school I'm graduating from today, were always part of my education. Along the way, I picked up some friends. In the words of Bilbo Baggins, I don't know half of you half as well as I should like, and I like less than half of you half as well as you deserve. I was part of a baseball team that got to play at Surf Stadium, and part of a basketball team that got to play in Wachovia Stadium. In the future, I plan to major in mathematics and start a career in actuarial science or engineering. I learned enough to know that every predictive model is only an assumption and that no plan is immune to a non-deterministic universe. Or in other words, things don't always go as you planned. However, I know that God's plan for me is good, no matter what it is. Now, as I'm about to enter another chapter in my life, I am glad that I have the foundation of character that I do and the guidance from my friends and my faith. God of my fathers, Lord of mercy, you who have made all things by your word, give me wisdom, the attendant at your throne, and reject me not from among your children. Wisdom, chapter 9, verses 1 and 4.